of winter weather, and the winter weather advisory has increased its coverage from yesterday, which only included areas along Highway 36 to now all of northeast Missouri and extending east out through like Lee County, Iowa. Now it is in effect until roughly about midnight early Thursday morning, and that's when we should start to see most of the snowfall pushing off to our east. But the heaviest of the snow and when we should be likely picking up most of our accumulation will be this afternoon through the evening hours. So definitely the commute home from work is going to be one that will be a little bit more treacherous, especially in northeast Missouri compared to southeast Iowa as we get into that afternoon and early evening hour. The commute home, to work right now, not looking at much of an impact except along Highway 36 where snow should be making its way into your area shortly, and over the next few hours don't expect to see much warmth moving back in as well. Temperature wise, looking at those temps staying in the mid to low 20s with that threat for snow increasing as we go into these mid to late morning hours. And it will take a while for that snow to really encompass all of us, but we are going to be looking at that rolling over the area just throughout the day today, looking at more of a consistent threat for snow rather than an on and off isolated scenario. So over the next hour or so, this will continue to just work its way northward, and then by the afternoon hours, now we're seeing some deeper shades of blue here indicating moderate to heavier snow at times. So this is when we're going to start to see more of an impact on like visibility issues, accumulating snow on roadways, and just general slushiness as the snow kind of works its way in. But we're seeing a big cutoff, especially along and west of 63 here in southeast Iowa. Not ruling out some light snow in your area completely, but you are going to be looking at quite the drop off in the amount of snow you should be expecting compared to areas like down here along Highway 36 and even more out towards areas like Keokuk, where we could be looking at the highest of snowfall amounts ranging in a line from Macon northeasterly out through Keokuk and then all areas south of that line. So that's where we're seeing some of the greater impacts. A winter storm threat is in, a winter storm warning is in effect for central and southern Missouri. It's actually stretching from the Ozarks all the way out to St. Louis. So if you are traveling south, keep in mind the further south you go in Missouri, the worse the conditions will be getting. And then by the time we are heading out the door to work on Thursday, we should be seeing snow out of the area, dealing with just a cloudy and a very cold start to the day over the course of Thursday morning. So keep an eye on the temperatures as you head out the door for early Thursday, because it could be even colder than how we are starting off this morning. So definitely want to break out those heavy jackets. But here's a look at where the heaviest of the snowfall is expected. And once again, it's in that line from Macon, kind of cutting northeasterly out through Keokuk, where the possibilities of 3 to even over 3 inches would be found here in the heartland. Once again, more in line for areas off to our south where that winter storm warning is in effect. We have a winter weather advisory across all of the heartland, but the winter storm warning stretching from the Ozarks through areas like Columbia and then continuing east out towards St. Louis. So if you are traveling south, that is where the bigger impacts will be found. Like the Ozarks are going to be dealing with areas of freezing rain, not just snow. Here in the heartland, we're looking at snow. So imagine about 2 to 3 inches or even localized spots over 3 inches here on these raised counties, dropping to about 1 to 2 inches here across the central portion of northeast Missouri, and then less than an inch in this light blue shade. So it's going to be decreasing as you head further north and west here in the heartland. As for those temperatures, not going to be reaching out of the low 30s today, looking at most of our area staying even below 32 degrees. Overnight tonight, looking at temperatures ranging anywhere from the upper teens to the low 20s with that snow threat continuing into the very early morning hours. But the good news is after the cloudy start to the day on Thursday, we're going to be looking at plenty of sunshine, but still cold temperatures for the afternoon. Let's go ahead though and send it back to Ella.